Hello and welcome to the Citi Newsroom from our studios at number 5 Owula Hanson Lane at Tesano. I'm Frema Edunyame. Coming up. Controversial emissions levy implemented despite stakeholder objections.
I think it's a very bad idea because we have to pay other levies, like example sanitation levy. So I don't know why they want to add this levy to it.
KNUST students stranded as lecture halls remain locked amid tail strike.
In the lecture rooms too, we have noticed that they still want to use some casuals, which will also deal with that. But for now, we are certain that the strike is ongoing.
New report from Ghana Statistical Service reveals Ghanaian men's reluctance to test for HIV despite rising unprotected sex trend.
She's not here with me. She's in Nigeria. So what's the why? As we're over here hustling, man need to, do one or two things. At least I'll be free yourself, you understand?
Also coming up, Bonre Road rehabilitation begins following Citi News' report highlighting challenges faced by residents.
Bonre feature baby where feeling no. Say feeling do so nyamfa black and so. Enti metimi aka ne pain say I feel that Nando trying to near Bonyaman. Ya who say fidie gu ha no mba wi ansa no mako.
In CNR business. Resurgence of traditional saving habits defies digital banking era.
I've been selling some small chops at home after work. So I usually put my profits in a money box. I have some for my first child who is 7 years. And I'm trying to incorporate the habit into the other kids.
Thanks for staying. Now, despite objections from stakeholders, a levy on carbon dioxide equivalent emissions on internal combustion engine vehicles is now in effect as per the Emissions Levy Act 2023 Act 1112. Starting February 1, 2024, all vehicle owners must pay the emissions levy as part of the government's efforts to combat greenhouse gas emissions. And Shelley Zewood reports.
Carbon taxes have been implemented or scheduled for 27 countries since 2019, with 64 countries instituting some form of carbon emission pricing to address climate change. Notable examples include South Africa, Sweden, the UK, Korea, and Denmark. The tax imposes a levy on carbon dioxide equivalent emissions on internal combustion engine vehicles. Vehicle owners are expected to pay between 75 Ghana cedis to 300 Ghana cedis annually, depending on vehicle type and engine capacity. The Ghana Revenue Authority will collect this levy through the Ghana.gov platform. Under Section 4, Clause 4 of the Emissions Levy Act, the DVLA will require evidence of levy payment before issuing a roadworthy certificate. Francis, a vehicle owner, expressed dismay at the new levy during his visit to the DVLA office for a certificate renewal.
I think it's a very bad idea because we have to pay other levies, like example sanitation levy. So I don't know why they want to add this levy to it. I think a lot of people is not aware about what is going on, and I think it's very, very bad. Government is taking us for granted. I think we should think very well next time if we want to vote. I'll register maybe next week. So meaning I have to pay that money. I think it's 75 Ghana cedi, which is too high. When you see the duty, there's a lot of small taxes on it. So am I going to pay another tax again? I think it's very bad. They want to make Accra the cleanest city, but you can see, go to Odoko, go to Odona, go and see what is happening there. I think they are rather making the country the dirtiest city in Africa.
However, the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU, plans to share the levy burden with customers by increasing transport fares, citing existing payments for sanitation and pollution taxes as additional strain imposed by the government.
After petitioning Parliament, we have a meeting with the Finance Minister and the Transport Minister, of which we raise this issue in addition to others. And the Finance Minister assured us he will see what he can do, because we made him understand that it's double tax on a particular issue. We again remind him that we are already paying 10 pesos on the liter of fuel we buy on sanitation and pollution levy. So we are surprised the same pollution has been brought again and that we have to pay tax on it. So we've done what we are supposed to do. As Ghanaians, we believe somebody will accept it was an error. Let's scratch it out of other items that we presented to Parliament. But nothing of that sort has been made. So if it has come as one of the taxes, well, as we said, we shall share that burden with our clients. Fortunately, the 20% upward adjustment that we brought, after that meeting, we have to go back and reschedule it again, of which, fortunately, we've had this privilege to add it to the calculation we are going to come out with. God willing, next week we shall hit the press again with the upward adjustments, because the Transport Ministry, after presenting our grievances to them and the Finance Minister, the Transport Ministry also requested that they would want us to formally present documents to them as to where we are coming from and why the 20%, of which we also agreed to do that. That was why I was saying we are fortunate that it was inclusive. So we shall now add it to whatever calculation we are coming up with. And that has also been a blessing to us. The documents which we were having by then, when we came back, most of the prices has even gone up than what we were having. So maybe our first tranche will go up more than even the 20% we brought.
Tax consultant Francis Timoboy doubts the rationale behind the revenue collection method's effectiveness. He argues that Ghana lacks the alternative of electric vehicles to ensure effective implementation.
I am of the view that it is more of a revenue collection measure than the environmental objectives. The reason is that if you look at the purpose of carbon tax, it's supposed to discourage the use of a particular method. In this case, we want people to shy away from the use of fuel and then like diesel, petrol. And the alternative is they should go for electric vehicle or more energy efficient transportation. In our country, as we speak today, I don't think we are there yet. Electric cars, how many are they even in Ghana? And where are the charging systems for us to use those systems? So yes, the concept is good. Globally, everybody is concerned with the climate change. However, looking at our situation now, we cannot clearly say that in the very short term we are going to combat any environmental impact of the use of fuel, petrol, and all those things.
Despite objections from various stakeholders, the Ghana Revenue Authority has begun the implementation of the Emissions Levy Act. Reporting for Citi News, my name is Anshirley Zero.